Is Rubrik the next multi-bagger opportunity? This is what I'm going to cover in this video. I will talk about Rubrik's business model, financials, valuation, and risks. Before I move on, I just ask if you can take a second to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's continue growing together. I want to clarify this is not financial advice. I'm not qualified to give financial advice. This is simply my opinion. Please do not buy the stock based on this video. Please do your own due diligence. Please do your own research. At the time of this recording, I do not own any shares in Rubrik stock. Now, Rubrik operates as a cybersecurity and data resilience company, primarily offering cloud-based data protection and backup solutions. Its platform, Rubrik Security Cloud, provides immutable backups, data threat analytics, data security posture management, and automated recovery workflows. Rubrik's revenue is heavily subscription-based with a strong focus on ARR. It targets enterprise customers with high-value contracts, emphasizes cyber resilience rather than just threat detection. Now, you may now think, how is Rubrik different from Palo Alto or CrowdStrike, which are well-known names in the cybersecurity? The use case for Rubrik is different as it focuses on backup and recovery rather than threat prevention. Now, Rubrik does have competition. Key competitors include Veeam Data Platform, Cohesity, Druva, etc. But Rubrik is growing much faster than their competition. Now, let us move on to the financials. Rubrik is trading at $77 at the time of this recording with a market cap of $15 billion. Year to date, its lowest price is at $53 and highest price is $97, which tells me that this is a volatile stock. Based on the past 12 months, revenue of $1 billion, the price to sales ratio is above 15. This is expensive in general, but Rubrik is growing fast. So this ratio could be less than 10 in a year or two. Let us look at the past 12 months performance to get a sense of how things are going. The revenue is $1 billion and the growth rate was 47%. This is impressive growth. Gross margin is north of 80% as this is a subscription business. If I move a bit down, I see numbers that are not too attractive. The selling, general, and admin is crazy high at $938 million. Now, to get to $1 billion revenue, they had to have $1.2 billion operating expense. This is concerning and leads to doubts whether this is sustainable. However, I will give them the benefit of the doubt and assume that they can still grow if they reduce the marketing expense after a few years. Now, look at the bottom of the snip. Stock dilution is absolutely terrible. In less than a year, the share count went from 123 million to 190 million. This is crazy. This is probably the reason their free cash flow was slightly positive. But it does not change the fact that the dilution is out of control. So how much revenue can they make by 2030, which is 5 years out? So in other words, can they continue to grow like this fast? Remember, they grew their revenue by 47% in the past 12 months. One factor that helps is the dollar-based net retention rate, which is 120% plus for this company. This tells us that their clients like their product, so this is good. Another aspect is Rubrik claims that the addressable market is $50 billion and they are only at $1 billion. This is good to know, but we have to keep in mind that there is competition as well. So overall, I am okay with $3 billion revenue by 2030, which is triple of their current revenue. I think this is possible. So now, what about the valuation? I am assuming $3 billion in revenue by 2030. I am assigning a price to sales of 12.5. Remember, currently their price to sales is 15, but it cannot go on like this till 2030. It has to be lower, but not as low as 10. Current outstanding shares are about 200 million. Rubrik is diluting shareholders like crazy, left, right, and center, as they are really far from making profits and need to conserve cash. I am estimating there will be another 100 million share dilution. Based on this, the 2030 stock price would be $125. Based on the current price of $77, this is a gain of 62%. This tells me that the stock is not a multi-bagger opportunity at $77. Now, of course, this estimation is based on fundamentals, but a lot of people may not focus on fundamentals. Now, if the stock goes under $60, there is an opportunity for 2x in 5 years. So as of right now, I am not interested in the stock at $77. I will think about it if it goes below $60. But since this is a cybersecurity field, if one is a momentum investor, this could be a possible trading opportunity, but be careful as this is a volatile stock. I'm staying away at this moment. Let me know what you think about Rubrik. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And thank you always for watching.